To live without God is absolutely appallingly wretched compared to life with God. It's as simple as that. No one in their right mind would choose to not believe in God. Of course, you're away with the fairies here. You're delighting in freedom and but it's a place of joy and sorrow here until you find God. And the waves of sorrow and joy just keep repeating until your soul longs for God. Nothing else will do. Nothing else will do. My soul longs for you, Heavenly Dad. Nothing else will do. It's as simple as that. Yes, I just fell asleep again. It's now 5:15. And I had another dream, and in the dream there was this old chap. And the person I was with realized he was sad. So she left him to it and thought I would, but I didn't. I stayed. For I thought he might be sad. Too sad. And he turned his face away as he sat there and was so unhappy. And I took his head in my embrace. To comfort him, of course. And I woke up. You can't live without trusting in God. It's as simple as that. There'll be such intense sorrow and unhappiness that will drive you into the necessity of loving God. My soul longs for you. Nothing else will do. Nothing else will do. Why are we so reluctant to embrace the possibility of God? I don't understand. I don't know. All I know is that that's how I was for the first quarter of a century. But the half century since, I've chosen to trust. And the problems kept coming. The joys too. Fantastic mix. Until, well, I lost everything else. Several times. But the third time, everything else stayed lost. So, it was rational. I turned fully to God. I had nothing to lose and everything to gain. So I took it. And now I'm flying and have been these 7 or so years, more. Song without end, joy, joy unspeakable, full of glory, standing in thy presence, O Lord. Thank you, Dad. But I'm still here, in this world, of good and bad, joy and sorrow. It's just that I know how to handle both. The joy I delight in, and the sorrow I thank God for, and turn it into joy. It brings me closer to him every time. I don't know how close I can get. But I'm still here. And the process continues. That sounds very analytical, doesn't it? Very objective. But it's not like that. It's enjoying God's eternal friendship and him holding my hand very firmly whilst we still walk in this world together. And he shows me more. He's loving and kind, you see. But he's always there. I'm conscious of him, always there. I don't mean I've got this physical apparition. I mean when difficulties come, I thank him for them in trust. In trust that he's an all-powerful God that loves us. Doesn't make sense to the kids what's happening, but it does to the adult. How much more our God? So I get all sorts of miracles. Tiny ones. Every now and again, major ones. I'm flying. And of course I won't be here long. I tease my daughter. I say I'm only living to 240. Yeah, Dad's away with the fairies, she thinks. But she still loves him. And that's what matters. It's what matters to him. And it matters to her. What a sweetheart. Well, she has much to learn, of course. And I'll be here for as long as she needs, of course. But when she can embrace God fully, well, I won't be needed here any longer. And God only has me here because it's a blessing to me being here, doing what he would do anyway, with or without me. But with me because it's a blessing to me. Thank misunderstand me, this is just example. God has no favourites. We too delight in helping any life, every life, large or small. It's a joy to be a blessing. Every blessing is a joy. Joy, joy unspeakable, full of glory, standing in thy presence, O Lord. To worship you I live. To worship you I live. I live to worship you. Thank you, Heavenly Dad. See, heaven is a very strange place. As adults, we all love God. That's our prime relationship. And that makes our relationship with each other, all other, perfect, complete. And that's why, we seem to need gurus and teachers and parents here on earth and can't live without them. But it's not true. We all get in the way of other people's relationship with God. You know, if I'm kind and helpful to you, you think, oh, what a lovely chap. And you start to prioritize me in your life. That won't do you any good. Actually, it won't do me any good either. Well, it'll let me know what love is, of course. Well, that's a major plus. But our real benefit is in coming to know God, who is the epitome of what we value, of course. And when we get that relationship right, that primacy, then we're automatically right with all others. We become the blessing we always wanted to be. Not just to a few, but to all. Because this is no good while you're a kid. You want primacy of care because you feel at risk and haven't come to understand the fullness of life and adulthood yet. So here we give our kids priority. They need someone who's giving them priority, that they know what love is. But when they've found what love is, they can be it. And that's as wide as the ocean, I was going to say, the universe and more. It's God's love. When you come to finding the love of God for you and find it's for all, well, that's who you are too. How lovely. How unspeakably lovely. Love you, Dad. Thank you, Heavenly Dad.